Hello everyone, Angel here, and today we're going to start a new Let's Play series, but this is without development commentary because I wasn't a developer on this. As I said in my last Let's Play video regarding TFTC, I was interested in doing something else, another Let's Play, and in this case I've really been wanting to play a game called Star Trek: A Final Unity. It's a game, one of the first games I've ever owned, along with TIE Fighter and Magic Carpet, but it's the first game I ever owned on a CD-ROM, whereas the previous two mentioned games were on floppy disk. So yeah, we're going to try playing this and see how I do with a Let's Play. I mean, this may not work out at all, but I've wanted to try it, so, you know, fuck it, I'm going to try it. So without further ado, I will launch the game, and we will watch the intro. And basically, I'm just going to comment as we go through. I'm a massive, huge Star Trek fan, more so than a Star Wars fan, so I have almost encyclopedic levels of knowledge of Star Trek, certainly up to the classic era from Enterprise and earlier. So yeah, as we say, let's make it so. So I've not used DOSBox in a long time. I hope this all works. Let's see.
Captain's log.
Some fine-looking CGI here.
A Federation listening post along the Romulan neutral zone has detected an unidentified vessel headed for Federation space. The Enterprise is moving to intercept.
At its reported heading and velocity,
Wow.
the vessel will enter Federation space in approximately 47.3 seconds.
Go to yellow alert.
We have the vessel on sensors.
The ship is a Garidian scout ship. They are driving their engines too hard. Their warp core is critical.
The Garidians. What is the status of their relationship with the Romulan Empire?
They are on friendly terms and may share technology.
We are being hailed.
On screen.
Help us. We are fleeing political persecution. We seek asylum. We are being persecuted.
Their signal is breaking up.
What do you make of this, number one?
It could be a trick.
The Garidians have earned a reputation as honorable warriors, Captain. They do not ordinarily resort to trickery.
We are within visual range. The Garidian's warp drive is failing. They are dropping to sublight speed inside Federation space.
Slow to impulse.
Warbird decloaking directly ahead. The Warbird is also Garidian. They are hailing us.
This is an internal Garidian matter. Withdraw at once.
You are violating Federation space.
They have cut off transmission.
The Warbird has locked its tractor beam onto the scout ship.
Go to red alert.
Alright. That was not aged as well. I guess I can't be too harsh. I mean, it's 1995. For the graphics at the time, it's, you know, it is what it is. I think they made a good effort. The ship sequences certainly look better than the character sequences, but I appreciate that they went to that level of effort. I'm probably going to get a copyright claim on this because it's next gen. It's not the original theme you hear on the theme show. It's theme shows, the actual show. It's a cover of it. Even so. And it looks like they completely redid the intro sequence here as well. This isn't just taken from the TV show. They've painstakingly remade it. So yeah, despite the character stuff looking dated, all the ship stuff here looks really good for a 1995 title. This theme tune is my childhood, and it's still my comfort food today. Bit of audio weirdness going on here. I don't know if that's I'm using Defend, which is like a graphical UI of DOSBox. So yeah, I don't know how well this is going to... If there are errors or problems, I'll try and sort them out for our next episode. But let's see how it goes. Now that's a different shot from the theme show. I keep calling it a theme show. The actual show. It's a different shot. That's what I was trying to say there. Alright.
Log supplemental. A Garidian warbird has violated the neutral zone in pursuit of a scout ship. The fugitives may be seeking political asylum, but as yet we have been unable to confirm their intentions.
Okay, so here we are. This is the bridge of the Enterprise, of course. This still looks pretty good. Let's have a look. I think, yeah, difficulty captain. Basically, this means you have complete choice on your away team and your loadout and stuff, and you have complete control of the ship's systems. I don't think it affects anything else in the gameplay at all, other than, what I just mentioned. So manual ship combat and away team choices is what you have here. Otherwise, if this is lower difficulties, the AI takes control of combat and systems, and it picks out your away team for you to be the optimum level. So. But so we've got the bridge here, we've got Captain Picard, Commander Riker, Lieutenant Worf, or Lieutenant Commander, no, he's Lieutenant at this point, isn't he? And then Councillor Troy and Data. So what we got? We got access to...
Primary core access enabled.
Okay, this is computer, this is all lore stuff. That's cool.
Sensors are detecting an energy buildup within the scout ship. I believe they have activated
okay.
mechanism.
Can you beam the...
We cannot establish a transporter lock. There is too much interference from... I estimate that
Okay, I guess I should actually deal with that rather quickly then. Mr. Data.
Do you have any suggestions?
As long as the warbird maintains a tractor beam on the scout ship, we cannot beam its crew aboard. However, if we maneuvered the Enterprise between the ships, we could temporarily disrupt the tractor beam.
We will have to drop our shields to use the transporter.
Sounds like a sensible thing. I think if I ask Worf what to do here, he says shoot it, and we all know what we do to Worf in these situations. We deny him. So, let's take the risk.
Take that risk. Make it so.
We have broken the Garidian's tractor beam.
And immediately let them re-establish it. Oh, okay.
The scout ship has been beamed aboard.
Captain, the warbird is hailing us.
I like that you could ignore it. I'm guessing that if I ignore it, they might actually start shooting us. And that wouldn't be the Starfleet thing to do, so...
On screen.
Federation Starship. This is an internal Garidian matter. You've been warned not to interfere.
Alright. So we've got quite a few options here. Anything from basically, let's talk about this, to fuck off and die, essentially. Well, not die, surrender your ship immediately. I think I'll go with this one, because they've invaded the neutral zone. We have every right, so...
Your presence here gives me every right to interfere. Why have you violated the neutral zone?
They are locking their disruptors on us.
Captain, you are harboring dangerous criminals. I demand that you transfer them to my custody immediately.
I do like we have a lot of options. There's more options than I remember, but I think we need to de-escalate this situation quickly, because they've locked disruptors and they're looking to fire. Look, let's just say, look, they're on my ship. Just head back. We'll overlook the violation. Let's just de-escalate the situation, I think. So let's do that.
They are now guests aboard my ship. If you return to Garidian space immediately, I will overlook your violation of the neutral zone.
Very well. You have won this time, Captain.
There we go.
I promise you, there will be a next time.
The warbird is heading back toward Garidian space. They are activating their cloaking device. Captain, our new arrivals are requesting to speak with you. Their names are Lucana, Avakar, and Tabak.
What are your orders, Captain?
All right. Let's consider the situation.
I'd like to consider the situation a bit further.
Right. I'm going to save. So we'll AFU1. Did that save? I don't know. No, it didn't. I guess I have to press enter. Okay. AFU1. There we go. Right. So, as I was in the middle of trying to explain, here's the computer. That was the astrogation of stuff we were going to look at. And then, yes, it basically gave us a time of saying, you know, you need to make a decision right now, which I suppose is fair enough. I mean, yeah, can't go dicking around looking at the bridge whilst there's a situation going on. So, fair play to the game for saying, no, deal with this now, okay? Because I'm guessing if we did wait, that would be a failure state, because the scout ship would explode, and we can't proceed with the plot of the entire game. So yeah, so we've got computer astrogation, and this is basically lore, so...
Systems online.
This is just stuff you would want to read if you're interested in some stuff about Starfleet and cultures and whatnot. I think as we progress through the game, we get stuff from our missions, so it might be necessary to come here now and then. Astrogation, here's how we navigate through space. This is a huge area of space here. I'll talk about this later, but I'm just going to quickly go. But basically, you can select any one of these little dots as a star system and go to them, and even look at all the planets. There's so much detail and lore here, it's interesting.
Selected destination is an ion storm. Warning, selected destination is a subspace vortex.
Okay. But yeah, we'll come back to this. Let's have a look at engineering. Why are you raising the shields? I'm in engineering, Worf. He's so eager for battle, isn't he, our Worf? Anyway, so yeah, we have full control of this. I don't know how this is going to end up when I get into actual fight. I think in the combat I'm going to die horribly. In other videos I've seen of this, the tactical stuff looks like it runs at a much higher frame rate. So we are going to have to go into combat at some point. So let's see how that goes. But I'll leave that for now. So then we go to tactical. Yeah, look at how fast that is. Can I fire some torpedoes? No. I got speed. Okay. This is being controlled by the numpad. I'm going to have to look up to see if there's a way to slow down this combat here, because this is going to be very fast paced. I'm really going to die probably, but anyway, we got torpedoes, phasers, damage. I do remember quite enjoying this as a kid. However, from what I've read of or seen of other people who try to play this, it's a nightmare. It's yeah. But still, I enjoyed this as a kid, certainly, and I would often head off into Romulan space just so I could do some battle against the Romulans. Because why not? And then we got the transporter and the holodeck. The holodeck, all you can do there is basically watch cutscenes that have been unlocked in the game, and then the transporter is when, obviously, we go down to Beam Place. So. And then, of course, we can talk to everyone, so...
Suggestions, number one.
I'm sorry, Captain, I don't have any suggestions right now.
Contact Starfleet. We don't need to right now.
Counselor, do you have any thoughts?
I'm sorry, Captain, but I don't have any suggestions right now.
So, standard Troy. Nothing useful.
Mr. Worf, your analysis.
Captain, we should check our orders from Starfleet.
Well... So, I believe this takes place between... Well, just after the start of Season 7 of Star Trek The Next Generation. So I think it's between Episode 1, which is Descent Part 2, and then the episode Liaisons, which is Episode 3, based on the star dates. Because I just noticed that Worf's picture here is his older hairstyle before he gets the long ponytail, which is Season 6. So, but yeah, Season 7, because Troy's got her uniform, and that happened in mid-Season 6. Chain of Command. I told you I had encyclopedic knowledge. Yeah, you're going to get a lot of that. But anyway, that's the brief overview of the game. this game came out in 1995, made by Spectrum Holobyte. There's next to no information about its development. I have actually tried to reach out to a couple of people who worked on this game, but I haven't heard anything back yet. But I was hoping I can maybe get some information about its development. There's certainly a couple of questions I have about it. But anyway, with that out of the way, let's start actually playing the game. So we've got 3 people here from the scout ship. Let's start with Tabak.
Captain Picard, can you help us contact a Vulcan archaeologist named Shinnok? He may possibly hold the key to the discovery of the Lawgiver's 5th scroll.
Okay. What is this 5th scroll?
What is this 5th scroll you mentioned?
Let me give you a bit of background. Caridian society is a rigid structure consisting of 2 distinct classes, the patricians and the plebeians. For the past 1,000
Plebs.
years, that structure has been governed by the laws derived from the 4 sacred scrolls. The first scroll outlines our code of honor. The second describes the relationship between the military and the government. The third defines the principles of our religion. And the fourth enumerates the privileges and responsibilities of the patrician class.
But you speak of another scroll.
According to legend, the Lawgiver also wrote a 5th scroll defining the rights and privileges of the plebeian class, which were not explained in the other scrolls.
Okay. So why are you so interested?
Why are you so interested in this 5th scroll?
I am a scholar, Captain. My interest is purely academic. Lucana, on the other hand, is a social revolutionary. She hopes the scroll will inflame the underclasses to rebellion.
How would an ancient scroll do her any good?
The patricians stopped the Lawgiver before he could reveal his 5th scroll. The Lawgiver and a few of his disciples, known as the Followers, left Gerrid in 5 spaceships to start their own colony. No trace of them was ever found, and the story gradually took on mythic proportions.
Who is the Lawgiver?
His real name was Avatrunai, and he was the architect of Garidian society. His 4 scrolls became the cornerstone of our entire culture.
What makes you think Shinnok can help you?
My studies indicate that the Followers ended up somewhere in what is now Federation space. But because our governments are not on friendly terms, I could never follow up on that research. But the Vulcan scholar Shinnok lives in the Federation and has made extensive studies of our history. I believe he may have vital information that will help us locate the Followers. The 5th scroll could be the greatest social discovery in Gerrid's history. Even if you don't agree with Lucana's goals, I urge you to talk to Shinnok and help us find the scroll for science's sake.
This could be an intriguing quest.
Yes, it could be. Also, we haven't talked to Lucana yet, so I don't know her side of the road. Well, I kind of do, but, it's been a while. Yes, a quest. This is an RPG, and we have a quest. Let's see. Well, I want more information first, so if you'll excuse me, I have other duties to attend to. I mean, we have the Prime Directive. Starfleet doesn't get involved in other people's politics. If we're talking just about purely scholarly academic research, then yeah, okay, I don't see how not helping him would hurt, or helping him would hurt, so, but I want to talk to the other people first.
Excuse me, I have other duties to attend to. Perhaps we can talk again later.
Indeed. So let's hear the other side here.
Captain Picard, my name is Lucana. On behalf of the oppressed underclasses of Gerrid, I'd like to thank you for rescuing us.
Don't thank me too quickly. You have illegally entered Federation space, and this ship is not a haven for criminals.
I am not a criminal, Captain. I am only seeking justice for my people.
Very well. You may stay on board the Enterprise until we have sorted this matter out.
Do not dismiss me so quickly, Captain. The fate of all Gerrid is hanging in the balance.
Why do you say that?
I am searching for the 5th scroll. It's the only way to give the plebeians the freedom they deserve.
Who are the plebeians?
Plebeians? Plebeians? I mean, I just call them plebs, but whatever.
For the past 1,000 years.
Why are you so interested in this fifth scroll?
Finding the fifth scroll will free my people from tyranny because the scroll gives the rights to the plebeians, Garrett's lower classes. That's why the government doesn't dare let me succeed.
Okay, so I guess that's all she has to say. So she's basically looking for it to completely revolutionize her society. That's a big no in the Federation. Yeah, we're not getting involved in that shit. Interesting that we have two completely different takes, and then we have someone who's just an academic. I just want the skull for research, and then we get this one. Yes, I want to completely overthrow my government with it, and they're both fleeing on the same ship. Interesting, but yeah, this is no.
I sympathize with your cause, but I must inform you that the Federation will not take sides in Garrett's domestic politics.
I had heard that the Federation was a champion of freedom. Perhaps my sources were mistaken.
Ooh. I think I need to turn on, text. So, because I might end up talking over people, and I want to at least be able to see what they say in case I can't hear them. So, or you can't hear them, my lovely viewers. But we've got one more person to talk to here, and that's Abakar. So let's hear what he has to say. Maybe he's a middleman between these two opposites.
I feel I should apologize for my mother's actions, Captain.
Your mother? Okay, so I think with the text on... I have to click to get...
Yes, my mother is Pentara, the captain of the Asirum. It was her vessel you confronted when she had my scout ship in her tractor beam.
Why is your own mother trying to kill you?
She is only doing her duty. I know she doesn't want to kill me, but she is under orders to prevent Lucana from finding the Lawgiver's fifth scroll.
Why are you so interested in this fifth scroll?
Because I believe in Lucana's crusade. Even though I was born a patrician, Lucana has made me aware of the plebeian suffering. The fifth scroll would give them a more honorable place in Garidian society.
I sympathize with your cause, but I must inform you that the Federation will not take part in Garrett's domestic politics.
Fully agree with you, Picard. Jean-Luc.
We're not asking you to do so, Captain.
Yes, you are.
When time comes, we will fight that battle ourselves.
No, you're totally asking us to take part in this. Okay, we're not actively doing the overthrowing, but if we do this, we're the ones that have enabled you to do that. Anyway, I guess he's on the side of Lucana. He's from the richer class, but is on the side of the plebs. But okay. Alright, well... we don't have any other missions here. I'm pretty sure at this point... we could go and find Shaynok, but no, we're let's stay clear of this nonsense. You want to check all of the stuff. Let's see what Starfleet has to say.
Williams here. What can I do for you, Captain?
Now, this is interesting. This looks like a photorealistic image of a face plastered on the pixelated, or at least the 2D artwork here. And as I recall, this kind of pops up a bit in this game, where a lot of characters are either just kind of weirdly hand-drawn. If you remember the captain of the Captain Bentara, rather, is a completely 2D face, but this is someone's actual face plastered onto this. So that's interesting. I wonder why they did that for some but not for others. Huh. Anyway, hi Admiral. I'd like to confirm our current orders.
I'd like to...
Of course. Starfleet Command is still considering the options. While we review the situation, the Enterprise is to remain on patrol.
What is the current situation, Admiral? Is there anything in particular we should be aware of?
Actually, things are relatively quiet right now. The only cause for concern is all the Romulan activity in the area.
Bloody Romulans.
What's your assessment of our recent performance?
The Enterprise's presence in this region has set a lot of minds at ease.
Okay, Romulan activity. Alright, Picard out.
Picard out.
I think they said we should resume our patrol in the Ruinor sector, was it? Okay, so let's...
Selected destination is a subspace vortex. Warning. Selected destination is a subspace vortex.
I just realised I have no clue how to actually get to Ruinor from here without... Okay, maybe it's in astrogation. Destinations. I got DS stations. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, this would be nice if you had a search option here.
Mr. Data, any...
I suggest...
I'm sorry.
Counselor...
I'm sorry.
Mr. Worf.
Captain,
Okay, I need a destination. Maybe I should just pick one destination and just go for it. That doesn't involve Romulan space. So, the green dots are Romulan space. If we go into Romulan space, we will be attacked. Non-aligned, yeah, neutral. Let's just...
Nebula non-neutral Romulan space not displayed.
Let's, okay, let's just go here. We'll go warp 5, engage. I always liked that particular shot of going into warp in the series. "72 light years." Now, normally at warp 5, I think that would take us quite a few days to get there, but this is a game, that's not going to happen.
Captain, we are receiving an emergency
There we go.
transmission from Simcoe.
I know you had to actually go somewhere to trigger the next part of the game, so... Right, here we go.
Simcoe 4? Isn't there a research center there?
Yes, sir. The work at Merton's orbital station focuses on power generation. The researchers there are among the best in the Federation.
Yeah, we're not interested. And I think if you picked that, Starfleet basically contacts you and said, no, you need to go there, okay? So it's just the game's way of saying, no, you need to take this to progress the plot, so...
On screen. This is Captain Jean-Luc Picard.
Nice hairstyle, mate.
Starship Enterprise. How can we be of help?
But you see what I mean? Whereas the Admiral was a photorealistic face, this is a 2D render.
Captain Picard, I am Daneb, Chancellor of Simcoe. We are in need of immediate assistance. Merton's orbital station has been attacked by an unknown vessel and does not answer our hails.
Attacked? But the station is a purely scientific facility.
Is the attacking vessel still present?
We do not know. Whoever or whatever they were, our sensors did not detect them.
Perhaps it was a cloaked Romulan vessel.
I doubt the Romulans would venture this far into Federation territory. The risks are too great.
Captain, you must hurry. The attack has destabilized the station's experimental power core. We don't know how long we have until a core breach, but I can tell you the resulting energy release and radiation would be catastrophic.
You know, I'm thinking if it's that catastrophic that maybe you should have put your station a bit further away from your planet, in case the unlikely event it explodes. Just a thought.
What about survivors? Did anyone get off the station?
We detected several escape pods, but we haven't recovered them yet. The pods we detected could hold only a few dozen. There are hundreds aboard the station, including families.
Set course for Simcoe 4. I hope it's not too late.
Thank you, Captain. I hope you arrive in time.
We'll do our best. Picard out. Dr. Crusher.
Crusher here.
Doctor, we may shortly be taking on a large number of wounded, possibly hundreds.
How much time have I got?
Not enough, I'm afraid. Picard out.
Nice and specific there.
Yes, Captain.
We're en route to Merton's orbital station. They've been attacked, and they're going to need immediate assistance. See what you can find out about their experimental power core.
I'll see what I can dig up, but the Simconians do some advanced work. It may take a while to figure it all out.
Then I suggest you work quickly. Millions of lives on the planet's surface may be at stake. I expect a full analysis of the situation and our options as soon as we're within sensor range.
Yes, sir.
Engage.
Okay, so that was automatic at least. I didn't have to manually find the system. 14. Okay, we should be there in a minute. I do like the little idle animations. Even Riker's a little stance here is lean, the Riker lean.
Captain's log. We have arrived at the Simcoe system in response to a distress call regarding Merton's orbital station. The station was apparently attacked by unknown forces, leaving it in danger of a power core breach.
We are within sensor range of the Merton's orbital station, sir.
On screen. Miss LaForge?
LaForge here.
Report. What is the condition of the station?
You're looking at what's left of the Merton's orbital station, one of the largest research centers in the Federation. The focus of their work is on power generation. 5 years ago, they built the prototype of an experimental power core, and it's been running the station ever since.
Power generation studies? That doesn't warrant an assault like this.
I've been in contact with Starfleet headquarters. Power generation is only part of what this station studies. For several years, researchers here have been working on new ways to detect cloaked vessels.
Ah, so maybe the Romulans would have an interest in this. Curious.
If the Romulans discovered this, they might have risked a raid. The Simconians did not detect the attacking ship. It may have been cloaked.
I just said that, Worf. Kinda.
That's speculation, Mr. Worf. We have no proof the Romulans were involved.
Very true.
Well, whoever it was, something powerful punched through the station's shields and sliced off an entire research wing.
What do you mean, sliced off?
Well, I'm guessing they literally sliced a piece of the station off.
There is insufficient debris in the area to indicate that the missing section was destroyed. It is possible the attackers simply removed it.
Geordi, could that be what destabilized the power core?
No, and that's what I can't figure out. Damage to the upper deck should only cause minor problems, but I'm reading serious power fluctuations. Maybe serious enough to breach the power core's containment field.
What will happen if the containment field fails?
I can't say for certain, but with the amount of energy that thing can put out, I wouldn't want to be around it when it goes.
Is there any way to shut down the core?
There's a fail-safe mechanism which is supposed to jettison the core automatically in an emergency.
I'd say this qualifies as an emergency. Why wasn't the core jettisoned?
The only way to prevent it is by manual override. Someone has to be there to stop it.
That means there's someone still alive in there. Data, are you picking up any life signs?
The station's shielding is interfering with our sensors. I cannot tell if any of the crew are still alive. However, life support is still functioning. But power readings indicate that it may fail at any time.
Dr. Crusher?
Crusher here.
We are nearing Merton's station. Are you prepared for casualties?
My staff is ready to do double shifts. We can handle about 330 emergency cases, but we'll have to beam the rest down to Simcoe.
Understood. What is your recommendation?
We can't do anything from here, but to get an away team aboard, we have to find a way through those shields.
I believe I have a solution. The station's upper shields are badly damaged. If we establish a lock on a transporter on the upper decks, a transporter beam could penetrate the weakened shields.
Once we're in, we should be able to jettison the power core. Then we can lower the station's shields and evacuate the wounded.
Very well, number one. Make it so.
Geordi, I want you and the rest of the away team ready to go in 20 minutes.
We'll be there in 10.
Well, you know, he's at 20. Yeah, being there 10 minutes early doesn't necessarily mean you're going to go in 10. But I appreciate your efficiency, Mr. LaForge. So, we have our first proper quest. We're going to beam down to Simcoe 4, but I'm going to cut off this episode for today, and we'll resume that in another episode. I hope this has been okay so far. Obviously, I'm not talking as much as I would be in my developer commentary videos, but it's been an interesting little experiment to do. So yeah, join me next time for the next stage of our final Unity. Take care, everyone.